Hello from Myrtle Beach. Today we're actually in North Myrtle Beach. We're going to give you a tour of Ocean Boulevard here in North Myrtle Beach. Hi, I'm Carmen. If you're new here, we cover everything Myrtle Beach and the surrounding area. And if you're a return viewer, welcome back. We are so glad to have you with us on this beautiful day. So we are going to give you a tour of this section of North Myrtle Beach on Ocean Boulevard. So to my right are oceanfront resorts and houses and condos, and to my left is what's called Second Row, which is right across the street from the beach, and we have the beautiful ocean over to my right just past these resorts. So if you like to stay in North Myrtle Beach, leave us a comment below and let us know, and also let us know where you like to stay, because that helps other viewers that are looking for somewhere to stay. Also, let us know what type of place you stay. Do you stay in a hotel? Do you stay in a condo? Do you stay in a rental house or something else? Let us know. We're always curious about that. So if you are new here, we do cover everything in this area, and if you have any suggestions for what you would like to see, definitely let us know, because we're always open to ideas. Got the Ocean Garden Villas over to the right. And also, when we get down to Main Street, I will point it out. That is sort of the central location where you're going to find most of the entertainment here in North Myrtle Beach. So if you are new to North Myrtle Beach compared to, say, Myrtle Beach proper, you will see a few less sort of entertainment options, but it also has a much more relaxing, chill environment. And if you still want the entertainment, you've got it over on Highway 17. So all you have to do is hop over, that's to the left, onto Highway 17, and there's putt-putt, restaurants galore, all kinds of things over there. So you still have all that available. It's just a bit of a drive, a very, very short drive from this main strip on Ocean Boulevard. And like I said, it's just a little bit more relaxed here, just a little bit more laid back. So it depends on what you're looking for in your beach vacation. And then, of course, south of Myrtle Beach, you have Surfside, Garden City, so you have some laid-back options to the south of Myrtle Beach, too, if you want to get out of the main area of Myrtle Beach. Red Tree Inn, and they've got a couple of really, really tall resorts here. Big parking garage, too, massive parking garage. Bahama Sands, actually says condominiums. So we are having some beautiful weather. It's that time of the year where every day is hot. Most days we have some sun, a few mixed clouds in, occasional thunderstorm. That's just typical summer weather, but it is a nice time of the year. And also, this street is a good street for, obviously they have sidewalks for walking, but also, you know, always bike at your own risk. But this is a pretty, you know, especially in the morning, laid back place to bike. They don't have dedicated bike lanes, but it's slow speed limits, and like I said, in the morning is pretty good. This is actually filmed in the morning. We always get that question. This is filmed at 10:13 right now in the morning. As the day goes on, more and more traffic will come on, then it gets less safe to bike. But like I said, bike at your own risk, but this is not a bad biking drive, because when you're actually on the bike, you can kind of see the ocean a lot better than you can when you're driving. Also, stay tuned to the end of this video, because I'm actually going to get out of the car and take you to the Cherry Grove Pier and give you an update on the status of the Cherry Grove Pier. We've been getting a lot of questions about that, so I want to show you exactly what's going on with it right now. So stay tuned for that. Got a couple of things going on with that. Also, they do have fees for parking here, but they do have some public beach accesses here, so where you can get to the beach if you're not staying oceanfront. So that's something to keep in mind if you want to save a little bit of money. And also, if you are looking to save money and you're watching this video, definitely consider the off season, because we stay warm in this area well into mid-October and sometimes beyond that. But as far as like the ocean being warm enough to swim, we definitely stay warm, like I said, till about mid-October. It varies year to year, because of course it depends on the outside temperatures, but that is actually our favorite time of the year here. There's not as many people at all, and you've still got great warm weather, but you don't have the sweltering heat of the summer. It's more moderate weather, so definitely, typically I should say. The only warning I would give is September is the month where it's most likely to have hurricanes in this area. So you got to keep that in mind. Hurricane season lasts till November, so it is still hurricane season. The risk does start going down in October, though, of the hurricanes, and definitely down. So now we're coming up to the Main Street area. I did get a question as to whether the rides were set up. They are not. They would normally be just to my left, the carnival style rides, so those are not set up this year. I don't have any information as to why. So this is the Main Street, this cross street right here, and we do have a tour of Main Street on our channel. If you ever want to find any videos on our channel, just go to YouTube, search for Carmen and Brian Myrtle Beach, and then just put in the topic. So in this case, it would be North Myrtle Beach Main Street, and we give a full tour of Main Street so you can see what type of entertainment and restaurants are on that street. But that is definitely where, if you're staying in this general area right here, where you could walk to some restaurants and entertainment, and it's just a nice atmosphere. The Main Street is really cute and has a really nice small town atmosphere. Since the vista is huge, and they even have a giant parking deck across the street. That's huge. And, you know, I'll always get questions, where are all the people? First of all, it's the time of day where, like I said, it gets busier as the day goes on, but a lot of them are going to be on the beach. It's a beautiful day, so they're either out getting pancakes, and the reason I say pancakes is we have a plethora of pancake houses here. I don't know why there's so many pancake houses, but we have a lot here. Or they're on the beach right now. Like, this is just such a gorgeous day to be out on the beach, and it is going to get incredibly hot later today, so this is a really good time to be out enjoying that. Now this area right here is similar to Myrtle Beach's Golden Mile. It's a stretch in Myrtle Beach where you only have houses. This is the same idea as a stretch where you have these multi-million-dollar oceanfront houses over on the right side, and most likely these houses are millions of dollars on the left side as well, just due to the proximity to the ocean. Definitely nice if you can afford it. And some of these are actually rental houses, believe it or not. It depends on the house, but yeah, some of these you can rent if you've got a gigantic family and you want to split it multiple ways. That could be a good option for like a family reunion or something. And if you're wondering how to find out about that, there are rental companies, and I can't recommend a specific one because we haven't used them since we live here. But you could definitely check out the rental companies, and they can let you know which of these properties are for rent. In fact, we just passed one that had a sign that said it is a rental. So definitely some of these you could rent. Definitely would be fun with your family. Definitely could be a good time. So now we're coming up to the next section of hotel. Oh, so let us know if you've ever rented one of these big houses. I would definitely be curious about that and what it was like and what kind of experience. Seems like it would be fun, especially if you had, like I said, a large family and sort of go in together and split it up. That could be fun. There's a big crane. They're building a house. We'll find out as we go by. I'll let you know. Looks like they're either demoing or building a house. Hard to tell. It was just sort of an empty lot. I can't tell if they're taking stuff down or putting stuff up. We'll find out over time. We definitely repeat these tours periodically, so we'll continue to keep you posted on anything new happening. There's the Pepper Tree Ocean Club. I would actually say, based on my observations, especially the time of day we're at, I would say overall there's less traffic on Ocean Boulevard in North Myrtle Beach versus Myrtle Beach. And I'm comparing like apples to apples. At this time of the day in Myrtle, I think you would see more cars. The flip side of that, though, is the traffic moves better here because they've got 4 lanes. So that's going to keep, if you get one really slow person when it's only 1 lane, which is what Myrtle Beach is, it's going to slow everything down. Whereas here you've got options to get around people. There's Snooki's Oceanfront Dining. And then I know this grocery store over, food store and bakery over to the left, a lot of people rave about. And it's a pretty neat place. Definitely recommend checking that out if you're staying in the area. And so now we have moved into the Cherry Grove area of North Myrtle Beach. If you're not familiar, North Myrtle Beach is a city, but it was incorporated with several different beaches that have their own names, like Windy Hill, and now we're in Cherry Grove. There's Crescent Beach. There's all these different beaches, and they incorporated into the city of North Myrtle Beach. Cherry Grove is getting towards the northernmost point, and it sort of ends. The section of land just sort of ends, so that makes it kind of nice because you have a marsh on one side, you have the beach on the other side, so it makes it kind of a special area. I know some of you have been with us a long time know this, but we had a vacation home here for about 20 years before we moved here, and our very, very first place we bought here, we almost bought in Cherry Grove. I mean, we were at the point of putting an offer down, and then some stuff came up and we realized it wasn't the right place for us. But it would have been neat because you could kind of see the marsh out the window looking one way and the beach looking out the window the other way, so that would have been a really neat experience, but like I said, just didn't work out, and so we ended up getting something in Myrtle Beach instead. So here is the Cherry Grove fishing pier. Like I said, stay tuned because we are going to give you a full update on what is going on with the reconstruction. If you're not familiar, a lot of it was torn away during a hurricane, and so we're going to show you the progress on the construction and also talk about, you know, what's open with that and everything that you need to know about the pier if you're coming, you know, in the near future for a vacation. And also we'll give you their estimated time for repairs and that kind of thing. So as you can see, you know, there's a couple of high-rise hotels, a semi-high-rise in Cherry Grove, but a lot of it is houses and low-rise condos, and that makes it a pretty nice area as well. I will say, just like Garden City in the south of Myrtle Beach, Cherry Grove a lot of times has flooding issues, not just when there's a hurricane or big storm, also sometimes when there's just a king tide and, you know, the water is way up. They have some localized flooding on the streets and stuff, so that's something to keep in mind. Doesn't happen all the time, and you know, it's not something super common, but it can happen. Same thing for Garden City in the south, just certain low-lying areas surrounded by water. It just happens sometimes. If you're not familiar with a king tide, that's occasionally when the circumstances are just right, when the tide comes way, way higher than usual. Just something that happens when several things happen at the same time, and it's unfortunate when it happens, but it is just a part of life here. So yeah, now we're getting, you know, further and further away from the high rise and more towards the relaxing, and this is even called Marsh Villas to the left because a lot of these properties on the left side of the road that I called second row, they can actually see the marsh from their, you know, house or condo. So this is where we're getting to that point where you have the marsh and waterways on one side. So again, also sometimes people who have boats, they like to have places in that area because they have water access to the left, and then to the right is the ocean. But you can just see how relaxed and nice it is. It's just a beautiful area. That's why we considered it, like I said, when we first came here. And you know, if you have any questions about this area, just let us know in the comments. We will do our best to answer them. And also, if you are watching this video and you're super familiar with this area, I'm talking about the North Myrtle Beach and Cherry Grove, definitely check the comments, see if there's any questions you can answer as well and help out other people. Here's Sunrise Point, Hartford Inlet. So yeah, the place we looked at was a small cinder block. It's like where they converted an old hotel into condos. It was really a pretty neat concept. So it wasn't a hotel anymore, and it had been there for a very long time, so it wasn't going anywhere. It survived many a hurricane, so it wasn't going to go anywhere anytime soon. I think cinder blocks are pretty sturdy as far as that goes. There's North Beach Villas and Xanadu too, and I know I've said this many times, but every time we go by there, that song gets stuck in my head. It's just, you know, if you're of a certain age, that song was so popular that it just pops right into my head. There's some new construction on the left. Got some big pilings, so they must be going to elevate that. That's a good idea on this end. I would, if you're ever going to build in this area, I would definitely elevate whatever property. So you see the dead end sign here. In just a moment, we are going to dead end because, like I said, this literally comes to a point here, and that is the end of Cherry Grove. So next we're going to show you the Cherry Grove Pier. We're very excited to bring you the news that the pier is now open all the way to the end. I just checked with the folks inside that sell like the fishing license and that kind of thing. It is open all the way to the end. If you missed it when it was messed up from the hurricane, they were missing a big chunk in the middle, so that chunk is back. And you can walk out all the way to the end now. So that is exciting news. And also the restaurant is open as well. If you've enjoyed this video, be sure to click on the video on your screen right now. Thank you so much for watching. See you next time.